All right. Sorry, I hit the stop record button on this one by accident. So, flushing the front brake and vacuuming it out is done. So we put a new fluid. We took the old fluid out, put the new fluid. We vacuumed it out with the with the vacuum pump. That's a vacuum pump and bleeding kit. You see, we did that. We got all the old brake fluid out, and we topped it up with the new fluid, just like that. Just like that, we topped it up with the new fluid. Make sure you put a rag so that it doesn't spill anywhere, because it will take your paint off your bike if it does. All right, so it's all suctioned out. Here you can see all the air, moisture, everything came out. With this spanner I tightened the nipple. It's really tight. Make sure you tighten it up. Once it's tight, then you can take the vacuum pump off. You see, I took the vacuum pump off. So now this thing is done. Make sure it is tight. The caliper nipple is tight. We put the nipple cap on it. That's the cap. We put on it right there. Now this thing is done. We just had to put the cap on. During this vacuum process, we had to make sure that the old fluid is drained out, all the air is gone out. And how you make sure all the air is gone out, you use the vacuum pump to keep squeezing until it builds up pressure. Once it builds up the pressure, it will suck out all the old one and the air out. Okay, and you have to keep on doing until you flush all the old fluid and the air out. And then make sure you tighten the cap back, the nipple cap back on it. And that's it. That'll do it. And now we can put the old we can put the cover back on. That's the cover. It's all cleaned up. I'm going to put it on right there, just like that. Since the bike is little tilted, I'll make sure that it's topped up. I'll make sure it's topped up, because after I take it off the jack, I'll make sure it's topped up, because you want to make sure it is all nice and topped up to the max once it's level, because the jack is like making the bike a little uneven. So that will make sure the bike is all like leveled up. Okay, and it also has the side glass, so I can always make sure through the side glass that is up to level, right? I don't have to take it off. I can just look through the side glass, make sure it's once I take the bike off the jack, I can make sure it's still up to level. If not, I can refill it. Once everything is sealed up and closed up, you can push the brake. Make sure brake has good pressure, because if something is not right, then you will see the brake pressure will be low. We don't want that. You want the brake pressure to maintain the same braking. Have to make sure it has good braking. So when I squeeze it, see, it is perfect. It's just right? Because you don't want the brake to stop like this, because it'll kick you off the motorcycle, because front brakes have to have a little give like that, otherwise it'll kick you off the motorbike. If you have too much sensitive front brake, you just apply a little bit and that'll make you go off the motorcycle, right? That's how the motorcycle is. Front brake is a double-edged sword. You have to know how to use it properly on a motorbike. So This is the perfect give for this motorcycle. It's a cruiser, and so that's perfect braking wiggle room. Okay, so you don't over brake. Okay, that's the perfect play. Before that is what I meant. So we capped it up. It's all good to go. This is front brake is done. That's the old fluid, and make sure you dispose the old fluid properly. So I'm gonna dispose it in a old container like this. Okay, now let's do the back brake. Same idea. We're gonna make sure everything is clean. We're gonna dry it up with a rag, make sure everything is clean. We're gonna take the funnel, put the funnel there. We're gonna fill that up to the max, and then you do the same vacuum process on the back side of the for the back side. Okay, let's go for that one. Same mechanism, same idea, nothing different, just the back side is on the back side. Okay, Okay, so back one is done. I'll show you what I did. So that's the old fluid I got out. That's the old fluid from the lines. All right. And the nipple cap, I want to put it back on. So that is where I put the suction pump, the vacuum pump, and then suctioned everything out. And then I'm going to put the nipple cap back on. Okay, that is done. Okay, so pretty much now if I topped it up, you can see the reservoir tank is topped up. Yeah, as you can see from there, it's good to go. Okay, and then if I apply the brake, it's really good brake. If I spin the tire, and apply the brake, I can see the brake is working very well. So this is pretty much done. That's how you do the brake brake oil, brake fluid replacement, and vacuum bleeding the air out. That's how I do it. So only thing remaining is I'm going to put the lid back on. Make sure it's topped up. Put the lid back on and put everything together. And make sure I have to screw that reservoir, the master cylinder reservoir for the brake fluid, to the battery box through that hole. Once all that thing is done, it's ready to go. So that's it. That's all to it. So yeah, the more you do, the more you learn. So make sure you guys learn. You guys and girls, you learn everything about your motorcycle. So you know how they work, how to fix them, how to maintain them. And that is more sustainable because you don't have to pay anybody any money. You just do it and learn it, right? It's like going to a free university or a school where you can learn all this trade yourself. All you do is just buy the parts and just keep learning. get the, you know, since the labor is the most expensive part, if you learn this, you can do all this by yourself. Okay, alrighty, I'm gonna take this motorcycle for a spin once I put everything together. But that's how you do it. Okay, alrighty, have a good day. Beautiful day here.